Good morning, children. Welcome to today's EVS class. Today's class will continue learning about block 17. So you all know that we are learning block 17, ice, water and steam. By now you know that water exists in three forms, that is ice, water and steam. So today's class we are going to learn another important topic, that is water cycle in nature. Let us start our class, children. Can you see the picture, children? You can see how the water is. Here is a river picture you can see, and you can also see there is a snow covered mountain. From that the water is flowing as a river, and again sun is heating it and the water is going back and again falling as rain from the clouds. So the term water cycle, what does it mean? The water on the earth goes back up and again it falls as rain. It goes back up, it goes up. How it goes up? It goes up as water vapor. How? It is because of the heat of the sun. By now you all know that water exists in three forms, and to change the form, either heating or cooling has to take place by heating or cooling. When we heat water, water changes into water vapor. When we cool the water vapor changes into water again. Yes, no, children? So that is only the important thing in learning the water cycle. Let us see. See, here is a picture showing you that sun's rays are falling. Yes, sun's rays always falls on the earth and it heats the whatever is there on the earth. We get the heat. The same way, sun's rays, when it falls on the water bodies like river, lake, pond, the water gets heated up. When water gets heated up, it will change into water vapor. So when they become water vapor, they move up, and when they move up, see here like this, when the sun's heats the water bodies, the water changes into water vapor and it moves up. It goes high up in the sky. It will become lighter and it will go up and up. You can see in that arrow showing upwards how the water in the water body changing and it is moving up as water vapor. Now you can see in this picture also clearly, see the arrow for the water cycle, children. Sun is heating the water and water is changing into water vapor, and then the water vapor moves up. First is what? Sun heats up. Second, because of the heat of the sun, water changes into water vapor. Third, what happens? The water vapor goes up. Later what happens, we'll see. So when they move up, they will form as the clouds. The water vapor forms clouds, and the clouds, when the clouds become heavy, when they have so much of water droplets with them, the water vapor, because up in the sky it is so cold. So you all know that water vapor on cooling again it will change into water. You can see here again the clouds will be, when they become heavy, and because of the cold, they will fall as rain. So 4 important steps happen in the water cycle. No, children? First, the sun is heating the water in the water bodies. So water in the water bodies changes into water vapor. First is sun is heating the water. Next, the water is changing into water vapor. And when they go up, what they will form? They'll form as clouds, because it is so cold there. The water vapor again it will form as water. So water again to water. So this is like a cycle, means it is not the bicycle what you are riding. It is a cyclic movement, like going up and again coming down, going up and coming down. Only the forms are changing. Water, it is changing its form from water to water vapor. Again the water vapor to water. So this changing from one form to another form in the nature, this happens. This is very, very, very important. Can you think and tell me why it is so important? If rain is not falling, we will not get the water. Even we learnt about the local sources, we learnt about the different sources of water, no children. So if rain only fills the water bodies like river, lakes and ponds, and also the rain water only goes inside and becomes as the groundwater also, that is the which we take it as well water. So when rain is not there, there is no life on the earth. Without water we can't imagine our life. So today's activity is you have to draw this water cycle. So you can start with a water body. First what you have to draw, sun, then the water bodies. And the water bodies, how, if it is a river, from where the water will come, from the snow covered mountains, the snow will melt because of the heat, sun's heat, and it will flow. And again you can draw the arrows, how the water vapor goes up and how it falls as rain. You can even open your textbook page number 108, or you can see this picture and you can draw. And down to that you will have to write. The activity continuation is how important is water. Why we all need water, children. See, this is what happening all the time. This is happening on the earth. That is how the water is that is the water is maintained on the earth, or else it is so difficult for the plants, animals and human beings to get the water. You all know that we all need water for living. Yes, see here, all the plants, without water the plants cannot make their food. If suppose a farmer is there, if the rain is not falling, how difficult it is for him to grow the crops. Same way, all the plants in the forest, wherever plants are there, they need water. And how they will get the water? When the rain falls only, they will get the water. And also you all know that all the animals, some animals even they live in the water only, no, aquatic animals, they also need water. And all the other animals also need the water for living. Even the human beings also, we also need the water. Yes, no children, one. Yeah, so all of us need the water. Even the human beings, we also need water for our living. So now let us see what is water cycle. Water cycle is the change of water from one form to another and back to same form in the nature. So what does this definition means, children? Water cycle means the cyclic movement of water, how it is changing from one form to another form. Water is changing into water vapor, and then it is again falling as water as the rain. So this is happening in the nature due to the heat of the sun, and this is very, very important, because without the rain, life is not possible on the earth, because all of us need even the plants, animals and human beings need water for their living. So now you can open your workbook, and as I told you, you can read the textbook 108, what is given about this water cycle. Then you can open your workbook, that is S3, page number 7, children. Water cycle in nature. As usual, you'll write the date. How does the sun play an important role in the water cycle? So what is the role of sun, children? I have shown you the picture. What does the sun does? The sun heats the water in the water bodies. Because of that, what happens? Water changes into water vapor. Then there is a picture. You can see 3 pictures are given. Explain the stages of water cycle. I have told you 4 stages are there. First you see, first picture, water from lakes. So what is happening in that picture, children? Water from the lakes. What happens? They change into water vapor. Very good. Water vapor rises up and forms clouds. Third one, water drops in the clouds, cools, and they will fall as again rain. So you can just simple words only you can put after reading 108 page number. You can try to complete the second question. And third one, why does it snow on the top of the mountains? If suppose a mountain is completely filled with snow, there in that places, instead of rain, how we are getting rain? Instead of that, they get the snowfall. Why, children? Think. Yeah. So now here you see the keywords, children. Nature, Nature. Nature. Water cycle, Watercycle. Water cycle. Clouds, clouds, clouds. Rain, rain, rain. How this rain, clouds all are possible? Because the water is changing forms. So change, 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 and forms, forms, forms. So these words, spellings, if you know very well, and why we are using these words in this part of the lesson, it will be very easy for you to complete the S3. As I had discussed earlier, how does the sun play an important role in the water cycle? You might have written it correctly. If you are whatever you written, you can check the answer. The sun heats the water in the water bodies, and the water changes into water vapor. If you know the spelling of water vapor and changes easily, you can write that. Then second question I told you, by seeing the picture, you can write on your own after reading text 108. Now third one is, why does it snow on the top of the mountains? I told you to think and keep it ready. I hope you might have thought it. The air is very cold in the mountains, children. So the water drops freeze when the rain starts. That water droplet, each and every droplet will freeze to form snow, and that is how instead of raining, that when as it rains here, the same rain there it falls as snow, because air is very cool there, and the water drops will freeze to form snow there. So even due to the sun's heat, same the snow in the mountains only flow as rainfall. Hope you have. Once again we'll see here how important for the human beings also water is important. Water is important. Why? Because not only this, we need the water for drinking and also for so many other purposes. You can write, only drinking picture is shown here. What else do we need water, children? You can write that. I told you to draw the water cycle, no? Down to that you can mention like drinking. What else do we need? That will be important for you to learn the next part of the lesson also. Now we will see the water cycle picture once again, children. See here. Yeah, water cycle. You all know the importance of water by now. See here, children. So water cycle. See the snow covered mountains. How the sun is heating the snow covered mountain also, it is heating, so it is changing as river, and the river water is changing into water vapor and going up and forming as clouds, and again coming back to the rain, coming back to the earth as rain. Water back to water, but in between it is changing the forms. That is what we learned. Water cycle is the change of water from one form to another and again back to the same form. The cyclic movement of water also, you can from one form to another form and back to the same form, is called the water cycle. So hope you might have understood what is water cycle. Read page number 102, 108 in your textbook. Complete S3 and be ready for the next class. By the time we meet, you should know to draw the water cycle just as given in your textbook. You draw the water cycle picture, and down to that, why do we all need water, why water cycle is important also. If you think and keep it ready, the next part of the lesson is going to be very easy for you to understand. Let us meet in the next class, children. Bye bye, children.